would like to be Superman, and if I could be magic, I would like to be loved. And if I could be the best one, I would like to be honest. And if I could be someone, I would like to be me. For you, for me, and for others. I wish to be someone other. For you, for me, and for others. Should I be someone other?
I'd rather try and accomplish something great and fail than try to.
All right, everybody. Welcome to the stream. My name is Awash. I'll be your caster for the $1,000 Community Gaming and BeyondRanked Caster Clash. We've got Team DVS as the team that we're going to be following today. So feel free to spam those stay DVSs in the chat. Our first match going to be going up against none other than Pyro J and Prestige Esports. Honestly, probably the second best team in this whole tournament, behind Devious, of course. So we should begin started in just a few minutes. I think we're still waiting on Prestige to hop in. Pyro was the one creating the lobby, and his own team couldn't even get there before we could. So he's slacking. So we gotta punish him while we can. But I believe myself and Pyro are gonna be co-casting this thing. So I think I'm just waiting for Pyro to hop into this. We'll leave it open for now.
I don't know. Why not, right? Awash, I got you on.
What's up, Pyro? I got you on as well.
Here he is. What up, dog?
Let's go. What's up, Kevin?
Normally when we're casting these teams, it's because you and I are co-casting some RLCS regional runs or something like that. But look at this. We're on different sides of the field today.
I know it's a little bit weird, isn't it? We've been doing so much together the past couple months, and all of a sudden I'm trying to prey on your downfall now.
Hey, you know what? As soon as I joined that chat, man, everybody been preying on my downfall. Give me a 5 count, by the way.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
My man, I turned your volume up like 200.
Awesome. Cool.
Yeah. But the people can hear you now, so that's the good news. Shall we get these players on the field?
I'm ready for it. Let's do it.
All right, let's go, baby.
I know we've got all the Devious fans in my chat as well. They're ready.
I like to hear that. We're ready over here as well. This is going to be Prestige Esports Team DVS in your best of 3 round 1 for the BeyondRanked Casting Clash. $1,000 on the line. Awash, what are you going to do with that money when you win? If you win, other than, do a shower with it or something. That's a lot of $1 bills right there.
That's true. The whole $301 bills. That would be quite the shower. I'd be taking. Oh, okay. Nitrous might need to take a shower too, because that was a pretty dirty dunk right there.
Man's been watching RLCS today. He thinks he's trying to pull off them Justin dunks. Dang, read say it like a book. That's 1 on the board for Team DVS.
If maybe those of you who are checking in for the first time, this is the BeyondRanked and Community Gaming Caster Clash double elimination tournament. I think we got 2 of the best teams in the tournament, the 2 best teams in this whole tournament going at it in round 1.
You can most certainly argue that. I think we have one or two maybe other contenders that could also be considered top 2. Maybe we got top 4 more so, but yeah, this could very easily be the finals matchup. And you know what, Awash? We could still meet in the finals, you know? After we go through the upper bracket and make it to the I mean, sorry, if we do. Yeah, you could come through the losers bracket too.
That is true, but you know what? We're not going to take that losers bracket route. We're going to make it easy for ourselves. Take that upper bracket. Hopefully, go up against probably all mid in the next round. But we'll see how that match shakes up as well. Their skills getting a nice dunk on Diaz. Looks like that they've ended up officially going with that name change. It originally used to be FTM here, and I remember the Twitter request for a brand new name. It looks like they've got it down.
Yeah, Diaz is gonna be, and you know what? I really like for the money. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, you know, you get the request here, you get it there, but like, we have that awesome clip of calling out FTM here with the protractor compass angle, and now, you know, but it's all good. We're still looking for more angles to be taken up here in this game for CG Sports. Attempting an attack here. Diaz getting to that quickly. He's for the ball now. He's not for the money. Getting out of the way, though, and Team DVS may be attacking now. Awash, cross your fingers.
Yeah, we got to get that second goal. Not exactly comfortable with just the one, but, you know, I believe that they can hang on if it just doesn't come out, but obviously that second one will be a whole lot better. Here's Jay trying to prove me wrong. And, of course, for maybe the viewers at home who also don't know, we actually had a chance to cast this Prestige Esports team in the first regional of the Fall Major. Or, I'm sorry, the qualifiers, rather, but still exciting nevertheless.
Yeah, really exciting. So Awash and I have like a small little connection to this team. We have or at least we have a history of enjoying watching them succeed, right?
True.
And rooting their names on as they progress through it. Oh dear. Now this could be a chance for DVS to get their second. Ooh, Prestige. Really sending the ranch here, trying to get this ball out of the danger zone. It's gonna pop up. Nitrous, no! Doesn't get the touch. Skills in position. Diaz back out to the sidewall. 2 minutes remaining here. I mean, Awash, you talked about it. Maybe DVS could just hold on to that 1-0 lead. It looks like that's possible. It's low scoring so far.
It is certainly possible. I think got to get the excitement going just a little bit. So a couple more goals here and there would do, I think, everybody just a little bit of good. But you know what? I'm not complaining about this nice score line that we've got right now. Here's Bu trying to be the wizard that he is on the offense, setting up Nitrous, but barely misses that touch towards the net. Skill's going to try to keep it in on the other half, but Jay putting in a very nice 50. Here's Bu looking for that top corner on the opposite side, but barely sends it a little bit wide. Pickup now on the transition, going to be stopped out by Nitrous, and now we've got Jay and Diaz trying to combine to make a little something happen on the offense. The demo not really going to play a huge part of, though. Jay getting knocked out of the play might stop Prestige just for the moment being. Bio a little awkward touch. Nitrous going to have to carry it out.
Oh my!
Oh my!
I like that look, but we were looking for the angles. I think that's bargaining for a lot, but I like it. I like it. Go for the big plays. Jay looking for that, setting back to the middle for Seiya. Maybe thought it was too dangerous. Or Diaz, are you coming from the heavens? Did it hurt when you fell? Oh my goodness, the Angels, the Beasts on the back line. They're all doing it right now for Prestige Esports. They're keeping it clean. Gotta be honest, Awash, what I'm seeing here, my unbiased opinion, this is Team DVS's game to lose. Look at the plays they're pulling off. They've had even a couple open opportunities that they just weren't able to execute on. And that's what's given Prestige Esports this you know, tiny little sliver of hope to get back in the game. Just need one goal, but it doesn't appear to be working in their favor. Right now, Skills looking for that goal. It's coming down to the wire. Awash 13 on the clock.
Yeah, they've been able to get a couple of these chances where they just need a slight little tap down right in front of the Prestige net, but haven't been able to quite get the power that they need to get the ball over the line. But you know what? BU's going to come in with the air dribble, try to go for the 50. It looks like, oh, it is going to hit the ground. Diaz very close to keeping it popped up, but Team Devious, they're going to take the first one.
Wait, are we on West?
Are we? We might be.
I don't know. We might be.
I blame you, Pyro.
Yeah, I did set up the server. Yeah, that is on me. What's the call here?
Uh, I guess change it to East. I don't know what the official ruling is. It might
I don't
be.
know the official rule. I think the official ruling is to cancel Pyro and never let him back in a caster clash again.
You know what? I can back that.
You're not even gonna try to save me. Dang.
Yep. Sorry.
I mean, that's
I gotta run with it.
yeah,
I gotta make sure that the blame somehow doesn't get construed to be put on me eventually.
yeah. Hey, if I were in your position, that'd be about where I'm at as well. Okay, I'm getting black screen, so we'll get this lobby up in a second. I did double check that it's East, so that's about the only good news that I have for you. You want to talk to the captains while I get the server up and see what the deal is? I don't know if we're resetting or not.
I think they'd all just left assuming that we are gonna change it to East. Or are they in? Yeah.
No. I mean, yeah, we're resetting the server. I mean, like the scoring on the series.
Like, I'm not sure what you're trying to tell me.
Oh,
I'll be honest.
what I'm trying to say is, are we counting that game? Because I think someone said reset the series as well.
I think that was kind of a. I would hope that that's kind of a joke, but I mean,
I'm saying it because Saya put it out there. I'm calling it out for my team. Yeah, I'm completely fine with continuing the series, but you may hear something different.
I mean, the nice thing is that it's double elimination. So, and I'll be honest, Pyro, I'm confident that you all can make it back to lose to us again in the grand finals. So, I'm not. I wouldn't be too worried about taking the L on this one.
That is not what I'm worried about. I'm just operating off of pure fairness for the players, man. I want the players to feel like this was a fair fight. So we'll hear them out one way or another. But if you're ready, let them know, and we'll get this next game started.
Yeah, let's get right to it. All right, we got him back in. Let's see how game number 2 goes. Hopefully it'll be a little bit more high scoring than the previous one.
I told you, man. See, DVS is putting it out there as well, man.
Oh,
you said I was joking.
I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know what the call is there either, other than Pirate being banned from clashes forever. Oh, that's close.
Yeah, I don't know. I can ask Cookies real quick.
Yeah, give him the question.
I'll give him the ping.
You give him the question, I'll give him the commentary. Diaz to the middle. Prestige looking to pounce quickly now that they may have the server that they want, the server they desire. Skills though, with the bounce shot, Saya's gonna be in front of it. Finds it off the side wall. Diaz with more of a pre-jump. I mean, this is about as an aggressive approach I think as you can take for Prestige Esports. Again, I don't blame them. After having seen game 1, they want to take a new style play. It's not going to help them regardless, though. BU there for DVS first goal in.
All right, I think Jay and Kevin have worked it out.
Okay, good. Yep, I got a 0-1 from the Prestige boys. So sounds like you got yourself game 1. And if you get the game 2, it's said and done.
Yeah, somebody in my chat asked if it's a problem, does it need to be addressed before the first goal? Typically in tournaments, that's how it worked. But this is kind of a special situation that we've got. Not exactly an official league or anything like that. So, oops, there we go. Get that stupid text box out of the way.
Community Gaming is Community Gaming tournament. Either way, what we're seeing, some good old car soccer on the field. And your boys DVS have got the lead back, AWash, so all still looking good on the side of the orange.
Yeah, it's a bit disappointing that I couldn't actually watch it, but oh, Prestige trying to put up a good play as well, coming in from the midfield. There's a shot from Diaz going to the crossbar, but BU gets up real quick. Nitrous is already at midfield and is going to be there for the easy tap in. DVS up 2-0.
Yeah, this is a good look. The counterattack there. What I was talking about earlier in the game, AWash, was it really looked like Prestige were trying to take a more aggressive approach. Maybe try and alter their strategy from beforehand. And that was certainly aggressive in the sense that they went all out, full force for that shot. It just didn't pay off for them, you know. All 3 up and 0 back.
Yeah, okay. Well, all right. That's a pretty good play right there. That one, the effort was certainly rewarded. That's a great dribble from Diaz, and the nice pass out to Seiya read it perfectly.
Yeah, positioning was perfect from Seiya. I mean, you know, the pass hit him pinpoint accurately, but he was also there kind of squatting in the box like, all right, get that pass out, I'm ready for it. And eventually it came, and eventually they score. So that's the first one now for Prestige. I feel like that's pretty important for them because you're always looking for that first one that gives you a little boost of confidence. It tends to wear out the nerves just a little bit. And so this could be the comeback right here for Prestige, especially Skills gonna miss that ball. Seiya put to the middle. Diaz is there. That's the equalizer for Prestige, and the comeback may indeed be coming on in.
Yeah, not only is that going to be a confidence boost for Prestige, but it's also might be a confidence decrease for, I believe that was Skills that missed that touch right there in the midfield. But hopefully it doesn't affect them too much. All high-level players all around the pitch right now, so the mental game should be strong. We'll see if DVS can stop the bleeding for the moment. Oh, that's a great bump on Jay, but just nobody there to follow it up. Now we've got Diaz on the carry. The flick towards the middle, and Nitrous with a great save to keep it out. Seiya's not able to control it in the corner. Jay's going to have to continue to play themselves.
Diaz, though, what a player on the corner. Getting past 2 defenders from DVS and almost past a third. That certainly would have been the one-man show. BU looking for that dunk. Oof. Sets it down. Jay out of position. Still on the goal. Finally finds its way through. That was one where you just had to hold your breath and wait for the result.
Yeah, it was slow rolling across that line. I thought maybe that Diaz had gotten just enough on it to allow Seiya to be able to come back and get the touch out of the net, but fortunately for Team Devious, there was enough power on it. But Prestige looking a lot better, I'd say, than in game number 1. I think it just took them a little bit of time to get warmed up, and it's unfortunate that they have to get warmed up against such a high-quality team as Team Devious. But to their respect, they're doing a pretty good job at keeping the scoreline close.
No doubt about that. 90 seconds on the clock. Diaz kicks it off the backboard. Jay looking for the shot, but that's BU. They're in time on the defensive. Diaz trying to help out Seiya here as the shot comes in from Skills. 1v1. Not too bad on the defensive side. Jay, can he get that second touch out quick? Diaz there again. I want to say that's the Hattie because, oh no, maybe not Diaz. I think had the assists on the first shot, but he's been almost 100% goal participation and a big play for Prestige.
Yeah, and even going back to when they were known as Team Pickup, we've always identified Jay as that player that's going to be the difference maker for this squad, even before they had the Prestige name behind them. We're always looking out for Jay. All of their CRL experience certainly going to help here and say in those competitive settings, and you're starting to see it now on the pitch. But Team Devious trying to respond despite the carry from Jay at the moment. B's going to touch it all the way back to their corner, pick up that big boost, but Diaz going to fall to the ground, allow B to have the space for the air dribble. Dangerous situation to put themselves in, but they're going to handle it nicely so far.
Yeah, time's wearing thin though, so you imagine we're in that golden goal scenario. BU wants all the headlights on him. That's a good midfield pass. Skills doesn't want to bite on it though. It'll be cleared away for Prestige. Back out to the center of the field. Jay in position. Pass 1. Looking to put it under Skills. Skills remains on the task after which he is wiped from the field. Diaz maybe working with an open net. No! Nitrous reading the shot. That's a huge stop for DVS.
And Nitrous trying to carry it down themselves. Saves in an awkward spot. Skills trying to force it through. Not going to be anything for him yet. Skills actually continuing with it, but only able to pass it onto the hood of Seiya. Good interception from BU, but nobody close. Diaz with the pop-up. Do they have enough boost to get the 50? They're actually going to fake it. Let it drop. Overtime in game number 2. Originally, game number 1, we had a 1-0 scoreline, and now we've got 3-3 to keep the scoreline even after 5 in game number 2.
Quite the effort here from Prestige, straight up the kickoff to keep that ball up. They're now in a precarious situation. That shot unbelievably saved by Seiya. How in the world do you read? I think it was a bouncer even. That one 9 times out of 10. No, 99 out of 100 goes in. That one from the woodwork. Jay with an unbelievable save as well. And somehow Prestige are alive.
Yeah, somehow the big miss from Jay, just really not getting the correct read on that touch, and really has to thank Seiya a lot for keeping them in this game, or else it surely would have been a goal. No double tap opportunity for Prestige, but they've still got the ball on the Team DVS side. Good block from Nitrous, and now BU trying to race out to midfield, get themselves out of some trouble for the moment, maybe transition on the offense as well. Diaz has to get the carry out. Skills, strong 50, almost goes top corner. Nitrous trying to find the pass inside. Skills cuts in, and B is going to have to track back, and they're going to reset.
Reset or counter for Prestige. They've got a chance here. Seiya, pass one. Nitrous has to stretch. There's a shot. Diaz a little bit high. Jay looking for the follow, but BU's going to create controversy. Controversy in the air. Skill's gonna pick up as well. It's kicked back. BU with a lot of space. Seiya gets past that shot. On target! Seiya finds it. He made an unreal save at the beginning of overtime. He's gonna beat the defender there for the shot as well. Seiya in OT wins it for Prestige.
That was a great recovery from Seiya as well. Not easy to be able to get enough power on it and hit the far corner quite like they did. But a great response from Prestige. They were down 2-0 against Team DVS early on. Managed to scrape on back, keep it level, heading into the end of regulation. They're able to sneak out on this occasion. But, you know, this first round is a best of 3, so we're already on a winner-takes-all situation for this series. But it is double elimination bracket, so whichever team doesn't come out on top in this next game, it's not quite over for them. They got a deep lower bracket run that they can make.
Not over for them, but that keyword is deep, AOH. The upper bracket run, most definitely the preferred run. That's the route the team that I was broadcasting last Caster Clash took, and ended up winning the tournament. It is a much more forgiving route, and you get that extra point as well in the grand finals. That extra win to start out the series, that can be huge in terms of, you know, giving your team the advantage in that final match. So that's also part of what these teams are working for here in this round number 1 of the BeyondRanked Caster Clash Game 3. This will decide the team to advance.
We'll see what both of these teams end up bringing out. Are they going to go all guns blazing? I surely hope so. Makes some very exciting Rocket League. Here's Jay trying to get the first opportunity. Not going to be able to follow it themselves. So first 10 seconds or so. Here's Seiya with a good opportunity as well. Skills getting a great save. Prestige really turning up the pressure in these first couple seconds. We've had a demo. We've had a couple shots already forcing DVS into some great saves. Now Jay trying to set up a great pass off the backboard. Nobody going to be there before DVS can get a touch on it. Seiya trying to pass to the middle as well. And BU going to get the small touch out. Now, DVS really needs to keep the ball close to them, try to work themselves out of their own half, and try to put some pressure on the other side.
Yeah, they finally get out of their own half here. They spend quite a bit of time there. At first, Seiya, wow, trying to get past all 3 there and going to be bumped back to his own half as a punishment, it appears. DVS looking to get back in this with physicality. Does Seiya have the resources to follow this? We're never going to find out as Skills kicks it over to BU, but boy, oh boy, BU not the placement on the ball he's looking for. Diaz picks that up and sends it in for the first one.
Yeah, I'm not sure that BU was quite trying to hit it towards the middle. It looked like they might have been just trying to roll it along the wall, because we all know that that's a very dangerous situation to put yourself in, and giving the ball away at midfield, especially when there's nobody in the net who can come and latch onto it for you. But this could be a good passing opportunity, but Diaz is going to get rid of BU, and that's going to stop the play there. Now you got Diaz trying to make something happen off the backboard. BU kind of awkward, going to have to roll back towards the net. Reset on the defense, because Team Divas has not quite looked as confident as they did in that first game. Certainly looked like they could have gone for 10 or 15 minutes without giving up a goal against Prestige. But ever since then, they haven't quite looked like themselves on the back line.
Yeah, I'll give it to them, though. They have made some insane saves. Their skills.
That's
Oh,
true.
my. Had he been turned around a little earlier. Seiya, how are you omniscient always on the field? Forever perspective of wherever the shot is coming from, there's some kind of overlay on his screen. You know, where to put your car on the goal line, and he makes a save every time. It's unbelievable. Uh-oh, this is curse-worthy, though. The ball back on their own goal line. Jay able to kick it away, though. Gets a wild 50 with skills, which is going to allow Seiya to give a little more refresh time for Prestige, so the score remains 1-0. And Prestige back on the attack. That's a big shot. It's going to come off the post. Diaz with the follow-off at the backboard. All three players from DVS in mayhem. And Diaz obviously going to take advantage. 2-0 for Prestige.
Oh, man, that was, again, another situation where DVS just not looking like themselves on the back line. Couple whiffs here and there, and then all three of them jumping to try to block what they thought was going to be a shot on target, and none of them able to recover quickly enough. So Team DVS, they got their work cut out for them now to try to bring it back 2 goals down. Prestige managed to do it against them. Hopefully it doesn't turn into 3, but Seiya's going to set up Diaz, and from the tight angle, Diaz is going to bag a hat trick. It could be the decider in this first round.
The term defense wins championships is pulling through in this series. A-Watch, there's no denying that the saves have been unreal from Prestige this game. I mean, yeah, they are using every tick of the extra ping that they have gotten on these servers for the best results. Diaz there in front of skills once again. Coming up on 2 minutes with still that 3-goal deficit. Jay trying to make it 4. That's the pass. It's actually a shot. And it's on target. Prestige. This is bad.
Yeah, skills also missed the mid boost, so they were working with not very much on trying to catch up to Jay. And what a great, I mean, you can't discredit the angle from Jay either. Not easy when you're blazing down the field like that to have the composure to find the back post like that. Truly incredible from Jay. So 4-0 for Prestige. It's looking a bit unlikely, but hopefully DVS is able to pull something through into their next round. Maybe bag 4 quick ones in 2 minutes. It may be unlikely, but certainly not impossible, because they've had moments of good pressure. Just not quite living up to the standards that I know that they're trying to hold themselves to.
Undeniably skills. No way. Jay is in front of it once again. There's a brick wall on that blue goal line. Seiya gonna ensure that it stays intact with that touchdown to the corner. Looking for that midfield pass. Diaz realizes Seiya out of boost. Seiya decides to continue to hit that gas pedal, head on towards the ball. Mighty effort. Diaz still looking to pick it up, and there he is again, off of the side wall. Has a morsel boost to stick around. Gonna work the back line as Seiya works the goal line, and that is a 5th goal for Prestige. Doesn't get more of a convincing win than this.
Yeah, I can honestly agree with you there, Pyro, because DVS has just not quite looked the part in this first series. But you know what? We talked about it before, mentioned it again. There is still a long road to potential success in this tournament. Whole lowers bracket that they can run through, and I'm still confident that Team DVS can make that deep run through pretty much all the rest of the teams in here. And Cheetah in my chat mentioned that, you know, maybe just giving them a little bit of false hope. DVS will turn it on, and when we see you all in the grand finals, and maybe make Jay and Co a little bit too confident. But oh my goodness, hard to build confidence when Jay's just on the goal line, ready to stop a flip reset goal and take it all the way down the other side.
That was insane from Nitrous. That air dribble pulling off into the flip reset, which was perfectly executed. Yet I still don't know what I'm more impressed by. Whether it's the mechanical outplaying from DVS, or the one reason that it doesn't get outplayed. The goal line defense from Prestige. It's just been incredible. And so, yeah.
Seiya, stop. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Pre-jump.
Seiya continues to predict literally every play. But yeah, there's a long road for the both of us, Awash. That much I am convinced of. And we are part of that kind of half of the bracket of death, the path of death, I think I've dubbed it. But that's where we're at. GG's nonetheless.
Yes,
despite
GG's.
my own shortcomings of creating a lobby, a result is listed and Prestige move on. DVS to the lowers.
Yeah, not a great showing in that third game. It was very, very close in games 1, 2, and honestly, Team Devious probably should have had a 2-0 instead of it ultimately being a 1-2, but it was a great series. Looking forward to seeing you later on in this tournament, Pyro.
Looking forward to it as well, Awash. We'll meet again.
We will meet again. GG's.
GG's.
All right, well, a tough loss for Team Devious there, but again, like Cheetah said, it's just some false hope. There is that whole lower bracket that they can run to, and my goodness, that was updated quickly. Cookies must really be on top of it right now. Gonna go up against Samlet 10 IQ, which is being casted by the Real Jar. There we go. So maybe, don't know if they're, oh, they are ready. Yo, Jar, what's up?
Yo, Awash, how's it going, buddy? How's it going?
You know, we're a little bit hurt that we lost to Prestige in that first game, but we're ready to regain and make our way all the way back to the grand final so we can meet up with them again.
You know, I had a pretty similar story with my team. So that's gonna be interesting because you know only one of us can do that.
Yeah, we are kind of at a crossroads right now, aren't we?
Indeed, we are. All right, hey, I'll make this lobby up for you. Give me
Awesome.
one moment. All right, what's the? Your captain is.
BU.
Got you. Is he in the Discord?
He actually, you might want to tag Kevin because he's the manager.
Oh,
He can
okay. I'll
pass it
just
on.
tag Kevin. Perfect. All right, and we've got.
But once
There we go.
again, to everybody, both in my stream and in the Real Jar stream, thanks you to all of you for checking in, watching the streams to support whichever team you are here to support. If you're on my stream, you're most likely here for Team Devious, and if you're on Jar's stream, you're probably here for Samlet 10 IQ. And if I'm not mistaken, Jar, you are the team with the European hopefuls.
Yes, I still haven't figured out what the word for people from Denmark is. Wait, is it Danes? That's what it is. Danes,
Danes.
right? Ah, okay. Someone said that earlier, and I thought they were talking about like the dog, because someone said Great Danes. But no, okay, we've got the Danes in here for Samlet 10 IQ, and you know what? They put up a good fight in their first round match. At the end of the day, we ended up losing barely at the very end of game number 3. We had a shot bounce off the side of the crossbar, and then there was an open net on the other side, so they scored to put them up by 1 with 4 seconds left. So,
Wow.
Yeah, that was unfortunate, but hey, you know,
It is what it is, right?
both teams losing, so one of us has got to advance, right?
Yeah, it is. It does seem that way. You know, if it was my way, we'd all win, right?
Right.
But
right. Except for Pyro, but you know.
Yeah, Pyro, because he already beat me. He gets left
Yeah,
out.
that's
You know, he did me
kinda
dirty. I can't let that go.
yeah.
But
Pretty unbelievable, but hey, it is what it is.
yeah,
All right.
it is.
Are you ready to move into this one?
I'm ready. Are you ready?
Sure am. All right, I'll let them know they can join with an emphatic "Let's go." Okay, they do understand what that means. Oh no, this server is terrible for Samlet. Oh no, close your eyes. This might get rough.
Oh yes, those U.S. East servers coming in clutch.
Wait, he said, "Can we restart in half caps?" Does that mean yes? What do we think, Awash? He said it before the server even the game even started.
I think it was before the game started, so I feel like that's a little bit. I feel like that's fair. If you want to.
Gaster Awash says yes.
Yeah, you got to make sure it's as close
Beautiful.
as possible. So, you know,
Yes, sir.
they are EU, but if we can find something just a tiny bit better.
Well, yeah, so that's what I was thinking when I got my team. I was like, after seeing these RLCS results, I don't think I'm comfortable bringing in a North American team. You brought in Team DVS, obviously made their appearance in RLCS in
They
Regional
did.
1, but not a big fan of those North American teams anymore, personally.
Yeah, they did kind of, besides FaZe, they did kind of have a rough showing in the first couple rounds of the major. But they started to turn up, and I feel it's only fitting that in the semifinals we've got two EU teams going up against each other, two NA teams going up against each other, and we'll ultimately have that EU versus NA decider to really see and to put down the egos for a solid month or two.
Yeah. Well, I don't really know if it'll exactly put down the egos, but it'll definitely give us some sort of progression. But it is what it is. All right, looks like we're good. Are you good? Are you ready, Awash?
We're ready. I'm pretty sure my chat's ready as well. Let me hear it, chat. Hashtag stay devious. Let's see it.
Oh no, another terrible server.
Is this one not?
Hey,
better
maybe
than the
we'll
last
reset
one?
in between games.
Well,
this
Creamy
time,
says
right?
thanks. It must be better than the previous one. So
Yeah, we'll rock with it. We'll rock with it.
yeah,
All right,
we'd probably be
Game
here all
number
night trying
one,
to find
hey.
that perfect one. So
Awash. Who do you expect to take this? Now, I'm guessing, since you're a North American caster, you've never heard of these Samlet 10 IQ guys. They don't have an official team name, but they have made it separately into some very far appearances in RLCS quals, which is of course harder in EU, clearly, with the EU depth. But they've got the ping disadvantage.
they do have the ping disadvantage, but it doesn't look like the ping disadvantage is terrible. I think they're hovering just about 100. Is I thought what I saw, which isn't terrible. It is certainly something to note, but I think it sounds like your team is clearly going to have the skill. So if they can just play that extra little bit faster, they might be okay. But you know what? When you got BU hitting these drop down taps from the sky, you might be in for a rough one, Jar.
Yeah, without a doubt. I mean, Devious, a very strong team without a doubt, and definitely was not what I was expecting in first round lowers for my team. So a little disappointed in that regard. But I will say, I think that both of these teams will ultimately find themselves in a much closer position as time goes on, settling into the match. But maybe I'm wrong, as Devious now finding the second goal, and they're up by 2 with that shot from Skills.
Yeah, nice little pass from Nitrous. That looked pretty open. They probably could have taken the shot themselves, but they didn't have. It didn't quite look like they had the power to take the shot themselves. So a nice little passing play from Devious. We saw them in the previous series trying to pull that off, but Prestige really just had some fantastic defense. Everything that we tried in game number 3 just was not working. Kind of an unlucky situation to be in, but they're clearly trying to right their previous wrongs and put up a good showing here against Sam 10 what is it? Samlet 10 IQ? I almost said Sam.
Yes, indeed. Very interesting that they have Sam in their name when they're from EU, but it is what it is. Minor regions, all the same, right? A minute and a half in, Devious up 2-0. We haven't really seen much pressure at all from Samlet 10 IQ, which is a very different story from what I saw from them in the first series. They were all offense, and the main goals that we saw get scored against them were transition goals when everyone was a little too far committed upfield. So interesting to see that Devious has flipped the switch kind of on them.
Yeah, I think part of that is because Devious just got out of finding themselves in that same position, because they did have a good amount of pressure against Prestige, but like I said, their defense was just spot on, and Devious not just trying everything to break through, caught themselves a little bit too far out here and there, and Jay and Seiya and Diaz actually doing very well to counterattack. But now we've got Devious putting on the pressure. Oh, there's a good transition from, it looks like from, is it Edgeby? I want to make sure that I get the pronunciations right.
I'm not gonna lie, I've been calling him Edgeby. I believe that Wolfie called him EGBY. Either way, we better learn how to say his name, because if he's hitting goals like that, whew.
Yeah, that was a really clean follow from Edgeby. I'm going to go with that. I feel like it's not EJBY. It's just like the safe thing to do if you don't know, but we'll go with it. If somebody in your chat wants to correct me, then they very much can. But currently 2-1. Nice goal to get Samlet started. Certainly that first goal can do a lot of wonders to the confidence and the momentum going forward.
Indeed, especially when it's a good goal like that. Although Rexo, oh my goodness, is he going to tie it up? Now the crossbar! The best defender not only in our first series, but our second one as well now. Keeping that shot out. Very disappointing. Now, let me know, Awash, what kind of a cut did you split with that crossbar to not let that one go through? Were you giving him 150 of your $300 if you guys were to win the tournament?
You know what, Jaros actually had to sign an NDA before I made that deal happen. So, I'd lose a lot more money if I ended up revealing the initial amount. So you feel I can't lose any more than I'm already willing to.
Hey, I feel you there. It's okay. We're regardless of what happens, we all know that Prestige Esports is gonna fall at some point. Whether to one of us or in a later round, I guess we'll see. But a minute 15, and DVS still looking pretty good here. A big clear from Creamy over to Rexo, who's low on boost. That could have turned into a counterattack. Now, Samlet, they do have the most recent goal, but they've got to find another one to tie things up. Oh, HB the crossbar, why?
Oh, no. Very good work to get through the DVS defense, but just, I don't even know what kind of flick you would call that, but really just popped it up onto the crossbar, and maybe they're trying to bait us in a little bit and put up something a little bit better. But 40 seconds left. They're gonna have to make it happen soon, or else DVS can take game number 1.
Indeed, and these best of threes do not allow game number 1 to be taken lightly. It's a very serious part of the series. When you see the games like a best of 5 or a best of 7, game 1, not a huge deal if you drop it. But if you drop game number 1 in a best of 3, that could be either half or a third of the series. So it's really huge to take this. And Samlet only has 10 seconds to do so.
Oh,
well, they're not gonna.
they would need to do it twice in only 8 seconds, which I think is more than twice as difficult. But the coordination for Nitrous and Skills, pixel perfect.
And that is a seal of the deal if I've ever seen one. 8 seconds. Do I believe in Samlet? No, but am I gonna act like I do? Yes, because they get a demo off. Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. It does not matter. Game 1 gonna fall to Devious. Hey, Awash, your team looking very, very solid out there right now. But I will say it's looking like it might be a very even game too, especially with the server reset. Creamy. Asking that before the ball hit the ground and they still scored. I love it.
Yeah, it seems to be not all that bad. They're still doing decently well despite the ping disadvantage. So fair play to them.
Indeed, and we're gonna look to try to restart the server again. I'm sure they probably wanted to do it immediately. Gamble on the good server, because it just kind of depends on the location of the server for these guys, whether they're gonna get 90 ping versus 120, which they had on that last one. And it looks like me trying to make the lobby just gave me a black screen.
Yes, the ever-present black screen. You hate to see it, really. It's kind of a shame that we haven't managed to squeeze the black screens quite out of the Rocket League picture yet, but yeah, maybe it's just part of the experience. You have to go through that frustration a little bit, and then you're just that much more relieved once you're actually able to get to the action.
Exactly, and finally it looks like the lobby does go up. I feel a little bit bad for the players. They're probably like spamming the same info, because I told them it was going to be the same info. They're like, it's not up, Jar, what is wrong with you? But finally I do get it. And now, headed into game 2, Devious with the 1-game lead. Do you expect them to take it in a sweep?
Well, you know what, Jar? I sure hope so. I mean, Samlet has looked decently good, though, so I wouldn't put it past Samlet to maybe grab a game, but obviously it'd be a lot more comfortable if we could just shut down the conversation in the next 5 minutes and move on.
Well, that's a little rude, I won't lie. Disappointed that you said that, especially because you're gonna rule out Edgeby. I mean, look at what this man can do. It's been 4 seconds. He's on 136 ping, and to him, it looks like 0. Call it a double touch, call it whatever you want, but I think Santa's coming early and giving to Samlet a gift.
Yeah, it does look that way, doesn't it? You know what? He does show up to Europe before he shows up to North America. You know, you got to follow that Santa flight path. Hits midnight in EU before it does in NA, so it only makes sense that EU gets the first gift, but NA gets the second one.
You know what? I like that. Hopefully this match goes to overtime and lasts 365 days, because then Christmas will come around and we'll be the first team to score. But regardless, we have this one tied up. Team DVS scoring a quick one there, and you know, it's a little upsetting to me, but I would love to see Edgeby pull off another clip. This one gonna get dodged into, and oh boy, 2 players from DVS committing to touch that ball.
Yeah, the demo is a nice little touch. I was gonna say the double commits were something that were plaguing DVS just a little bit in that previous series, but the demo, it certainly looked pretty cool. Oh man, that pass from BU to Skills also, but he's gonna set up Nitrous this time, going for top corner. Doesn't quite find it. BU looking to keep the play alive. Now Nitrous has the ball in the corner. Can't quite squeeze it through before Rexo's got it, but Skills stopping it. BU trying to come in for the shot. Almost got the low angle, but Creamy just barely getting some of the rubber on it. Rexo clears it out to midfield. Gonna follow it up themselves on transition.
Now, I'm just not going to question your word choice there. But, you know, tied up 1-1. Creamy, very well done with 0 boost to prevent that one from falling in. And it's been some really good pressure from DVS so far. Samlet struggling in the boost department, but they do finally find a clear here. Rexo, flip reset, wants another touch, going to bounce middle. Who's there? None other than Edgeby, looking for the double. Bounces back out towards the side. And, you know, it's been a minute and a half. The game seems a lot closer. Of course, Samlet still struggling with that EU ping. Oh my goodness, the shot,
man.
No good. How do they keep that out, Awash? I don't understand.
I wish I could tell you. I'm not quite sure either. It looked like a good opportunity from BU, but you know, these defenses that we're going up against, they're just stalwart right now. Edgeby looking for the... Oh my goodness. BU responding with an even better save. Keeps DVS level. We'll see if they can keep it up. But BU looks like going to give it up to Rexo. Edgeby coming through, and the interception from Skill is going to force him to reset.
Yeah, they're looking really good right now. Both teams on defense managing to keep out some serious attacks from the opposition. Who is going to be the first team to crack, though? Half the game gone by, and we're all tied up. Creamy looking to keep this centered. Oh my goodness, is that going to go in? No, Skills keeps it out, and nobody pressuring that one from Samlet. I feel like that's one that they should be going for to, you know, finally put one in the back of the net to take their lead back. Rexo, oh, is that going to go in? Just Edgeby. I mean, the man, the myth, the legend, Edgeby, he doesn't need any redirect from Rexo. We'll call it a fake, but it's a goal nonetheless.
You know, it was definitely a fake because you see him. I think that was Nitrous just flying through, expecting the tight little touch to try to sneak it under the crossbar. Didn't quite happen, and the second defender wasn't able to follow through quite on time. Now Edgeby up in the air once again. Skills with the strong 50. Creamy's up. Oh, Skills with the second one. Then Nitrous, not going to be able to keep it in front of them. Gives it up to Rexo at midfield. BU can only get the bump, and Skills is getting bullied by Creamy against a touch towards the middle, and Rexo's there to finalize it. My goodness.
Wow.
The absolute bully there from Creamy.
And from Creamy, that was the biggest demo chase I've seen in my life, and it somehow works out. Skills, you know, he doesn't get demoed there, but the bump definitely puts him in an awkward position. He gets a touch, but it's not enough, and Samlet 10 IQ, a 2-goal lead now, and I gotta say, one of us is gonna be very disappointed with either a 3-game or 2-game loss, because both of these teams are looking fantastic.
They are. I'll be honest. I was not expecting your team to do quite as well as they are, given that there's that ping disadvantage. But you know what? I'm glad to eat my words. Always glad to see teams prove me wrong about what I think and whatever kind of trash talk I send their way. But oh, Rexo gonna.
Sure.
Oh my goodness, gonna get a 4th one.
You know, I can't lie, Awash, I'm kind of liking what I'm seeing. You know, these guys struggling on this ping, and yet they're still able to be up by 3 goals. A minute and 15 left, so of course you cannot count DVS out. But, you know, it's looking a little rough for them right now.
Yeah, they just got to get that groove going. I remember that first Clash that we have where I had DVS represent me there as well, and man, they were just looking so good that time around. That's a great save from Skills to keep the scoreline intact and might be able to turn into a transition. But it just seemed like that time everything DVS did just went right. Even against Vibrance, a team that they historically struggle against, they looked really good. And just here we're not quite seeing that same DVS. Maybe the homework grind for these guys is getting a little bit much. Maybe just relaxing because it's the holidays and everything. Haven't quite been putting in the demon hours that they do during the RLCS season. But either way, I believe that they can still reach that peak, that they can still put up these great performances. Hopefully, this is just a small blip on what will otherwise be a really good run through.
Wow! Oh my goodness, these guys are popping off. Rexo, a clear fake on the double touch, but Edge being creamy, committing for the pinch, 75 miles an hour. I mean, I don't know what that is in KPH because I know that's what those players are looking at over in Denmark. But my oh my, 5-1. Things are looking pretty rough out here for Devious.
Yeah, they are. But you know what? This is roughly the scoreline that we had against Prestige, and we came in the next game against you all, and you know put up a much better showing, grabbed the dub. So maybe that's just kind of what we're going for. We need a loss to kind of fire up the team a little bit, and then bring it back with a win and move on to the next round. Like Verse says, still winnable.
Of course, there's never any lead that's truly safe in Rocket League, except for, well, maybe this one at this point. But regardless, a very close series that we're looking at. It's going to be tied up 1-1. Now the big question is, oh, look at that from Skills. Doesn't matter as far as scoreline goes, but just perhaps a little bit of confidence booster. Now the big question is, for me, does Samlet ask for another lobby remake? This is the true series that we're looking for right now. So far, we're 2 for 2. Is it going to happen again for Game 3?
I don't think so. I think he's liking this server. He's feeling the mojo that this server brings him. I think he's going to be, even though it's still in the 130 range, I think he's content with it.
Let's see. Oh my. Hold on. I gotta make fun of him here. New record? No lobby remake. I mean, look at this from Devious, though. I mean, still 11 shots for them. I mean, compared to the 10 from Samlet. So it was still super even. It was just the defense from Samlet was able to keep out a majority of those.
Yeah, it seems like the really good defenses are what Devious struggles against when they're not quite going. Cheetah in my chat also mentioning that Devious doesn't quite do as well in best of threes. They probably need that little extra time to get going to build that momentum in a series. But I have to agree with him again on his next comment that solo play from Skills at the very end could give Devious the momentum and the confidence and that feel-good factor that they need going forward.
Yeah, it's definitely there's definitely a chance about that. When you get to the higher ranks, I don't know if that type of thing gives you as much hype. As you saw, the triple commit happened right there at the end for Team Devious. But it's definitely something to look out for. Now, I want to point to something that I had asked in my Twitch chat, Halfblood39, asking, is this tier 1 Awash? What do you have to say about that?
I have to absolutely agree. It is, in fact, tier 1. Because if we're going by the IGL tiers, then GC2 plus, these players are far and away above GC2. These are players that are pushing for top 100 and reaching top 16 of RLCS, or at least, well, for Devious, they have made top 16. For Samlet, not quite, but certainly looking good enough to do so in the very near future.
Indeed, you love to see this growth from teams, although there's a double commit. Oh, Edgeby! No way, how does he still have boost? What a recovery from Edgeby. I thought that was for sure going to be a goal for Devious, but somehow Edgeby getting it done on both ends of the field on that one.
Absolutely. Edgeby's really been that huge player for Samlet in this series. coming up big on both the offense and the defensive ends, putting in a lot of good work to keep their team playing very well against Team DVS. Even in game number 1, where it was very close and ultimately Team DVS's game, they still were hanging on. They're really threatening, and a lot of that came down to the plays of HB. But oh, Nitrous! The pixel miss right there from Nitrous. So close.
Wow.
Barely doesn't get that touch to move it off target. A tough goal to give up. But you know what? If that's the worst that it's going to come down to, they can certainly come back from this.
Yeah, without a doubt. Still tons of time. And, you know, if for players that have reached this level, the mental strength, without a doubt, has to be there for these guys.
Definitely.
But I will say, I'm willing to bet that on Samlet's screens, that ball got absolutely cleared for a mile by Nitrous, and then they ended up scoring. So maybe you can toss that goal up to luck if you're a fan of Devious. But regardless, it does fall in. 3 minutes and 20 seconds left. Samlet has the lead.
They do, but like you said, tons of time. And we'll see if BU can force something through the middle. Already Skills is up, but Edgeby's able to get there first so quick to a lot of these touches. Here's Rexo going through the corner. Nitrous able to touch it out, but Creamy there to intercept. We'll see. Passing play from Devious trying to come out. Nitrous, can they get that final touch towards the middle? It's going to come down to Skills, and now BU to try to put it through. Trying to do anything that they can to create some plays, but you know, this blue side, they're doing very well, and that is the transition goal that has caught Team Devious out 1, 2, or maybe a few too many times. And here we go.
Wow, how about that play? And of course, who other to score it than Edgeby, the huge read on the pass, and then able to put it on the left side of the net. You know, I think that the defense would have gotten there if it hadn't been placed so well from Edgeby, but they got there, and it turns into a 2-goal lead. Now, this is where you start to get worried. Of course, over half the game, just barely, but still over half the game. Oh my, that one almost goes in. But when you're down 2, you kind of feel more of a sense of urgency. And Devious, like you've said, has historically, oh no, another one falls. Creamy putting that in. And you said that these teams kind of end up finding themselves overcommitted. They go for too many balls, they have all 3 up, and they get transitioned attacked. And when you're down a couple of goals and you might just lose the series, you feel much more urgent about goals like that.
Yeah, and if that sense of urgency comes quick enough, that you've given yourself enough time. You can't wait and have it until you have like 12 seconds left on the clock, because you're just not giving yourself enough time. But you know what? There's still 2 minutes left. If Team Devious can get that sense of urgency going, and it seems like they're trying to put up some good offensive pressure, but just still nothing. Weak shot from Skills. Gonna have to try again. Be kind of getting in the way as well. Creamy already there to pressure. Nitrous already up, but there's Rexo. There's Edgeby on the back. We're trying to get the... Oh my goodness, Jar. What kind of magic do these players have?
Dude, I don't really know, but I cannot lie. You know, the EU supremacy flowing through my veins right now. I've always been an NA fan, always rooted for the NA teams, but tonight I have transitioned and I have become an EU fanboy. Go BDS, go Semper. I don't care which one of you two wins it all, but all hail the good old EU.
BU trying to force something through the corner. Skills passes it out to Nitrous, but might have to follow it themselves. Going once again through that corner. These infield passes are going for them, Jar, but really tonight they just haven't been able to see them connect from the passer to the finisher. And of course, when you've got a lockdown defense to block those shots that do come through, it really makes it tough to make anything happen.
Yeah, I mean, Devious, you know, they've looked strong in a lot of situations. It feels like they can force their way to a goal, and there is the first one. Finally, some semblance of a comeback looking possible here. But it's going to be tough. 60 seconds to go, 3 goals down. Do they have what it takes?
They certainly have what it takes, Char. I still believe, even a minute down, I still believe that Team Devious can pull this through. It's just a matter of if they can find ways to break through these stalwart defenses. I'm also getting news from iAtomic, and shout out to Atomic Cheetah and Kaito and to everybody else who's followed up to this point. But I'm hearing from Atomic that Prestige has dropped against All Mid, and it's going to be All Mid and Fast and Furious going at it in round 3 for a spot in those grand finals. But Jar, we've got Nitrous finding this groove now. 43 seconds left on the clock, only 2 more. DVS might be heating up at just the right time.
Yeah, I mean, like I said, it's tough to come back this many goals in this amount of time, but without a doubt, there still is enough time left, although they're going to have to get out of their own half right now. Samlet on offense. Okay, 30 seconds to go. 2 goals needed for Team DVS. Are they going to be able to pull through? Creamy, that's a huge 50. Bounces down towards the blue corner now. A big clear, and that's going to waste a lot of time. DVS needs to get onto the other side. Nitrous looking for a pinch with skills. Oh no, there's a whiff. The misread, that might just do it, Awash.
I don't know if they can get a couple seconds left, but it's going to be Creamy that got Creamy and Edgeby combining, and there it is. Samlet, 10 IQ, your winners for this series. So, these EU players, man, I don't know what's gotten into them, but they're able to fight through that ping disadvantage, put up a really good showing.
Indeed, they are. Awash, I gotta say, I'll give as much trash talk as anybody else. I'll make fun of any players, any casters, but it does hurt to see you and Team Devious fall this early. It definitely doesn't feel deserved for you guys. I feel like this is a team that, without a doubt, with a different position in the bracket, could have found themselves further on.
Yeah.
0-2, definitely, again, like I said, just doesn't feel deserved, but very unfortunate for you. I feel personally great after taking out Team Devious, but it feels, I don't know, it doesn't quite feel right.
Yeah, but you know what? There's tons of other really good teams in this bracket. So you've got Fast and Furious, All Mid, obviously, in the winners finals right now, and then Prestige as well, the team that we dropped to in that first round. Now they're going through a lower bracket run as well. So there's still plenty of good competition here in this tournament. Just a little bit sad that we had to bow out a little bit early.
Indeed. Hey, Awash, I appreciate that you brought your team out, that you fought. Sadly, it's the end of the day for you. I'm going to head out of this call to try and move on to my next match and figure out what it's going to be. Maybe a watch party if they haven't finished yet. But I appreciate all the love and support from you, Awash. I hope you have a fantastic night, and I wish you luck in hopefully another showing in the future caster clashes.
Absolutely. It's my second one, so we're going to try to make it through. Maybe third time's a charm. Caster Clash 4 will be there. We'll get the dub that time. But we'll be sure to send all of our support your way in the form of a raid in just a minute once I close up shop.
Appreciate that. Awash, hey, good luck with that. I'll see you soon. Have a great night.
You too, Jar. Good luck.
Thank you.
All right, everybody. Well, a little bit sad that Devious had to bow a little bit early, but you know what? They're quality teams that they dropped against. Prestige, obviously, top team in NA, and from what it seems like, Samlet is up there in the EU region as well. But again, shout out to Atomic, Cheetah, Kaito Suta, the one D-Bag, Skills' brother, Mama Skills, all of you for dropping those follows before and during the stream. Apologies for not saying them at the time, but glad to see you all drop in, come to support Team Devious. All of you on Twitch, we're going to send you over to, let me make sure that I get Jar's Twitch right, because don't want to send it to some rando. Let's see. And then _real_jar. There we go. So those of you on Twitch, we're going to send you towards Jar so we can go watch this EU team, see if they can dominate everybody else in NA. But until then, I want to shout out Kevin, BU, Skills, Nitrous, all of you for taking the time. I know you all have been busy with, I'm sure, school and hanging out with family and just enjoying the off season from RLCS. But super glad you all were able to come back, support again, and hopefully we'll be able to get you in another caster clash. We'll have a little bit better luck next time and make our way deeper into the bracket. But again, shout out to all of you who came to support, to the players, to Kevin, everybody at Team Devious. Let's go support Jar on their run. You'll have a great night.